How was CMA Fest last night?
It was good.
How long did you stay?
10?
Oh.
9:45. Yeah, well, Morgan and I had a stage hit at 9:40.
For who?
Riley Green was coming off stage, and then Morgan introed the next guy.
Yeah, Max McNown.
Yeah.
Who?
Max McNown.
Oh, the new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised he was playing the big stage.
He
Yeah.
played the center. You know how sometimes they
Got
go
it.
out to the center?
Got it.
I know, because I didn't know where he was either. And so I outroed Riley and then said a few things, and then Morgan was introing him. And Morgan's like, welcome to the stage. Da, da, da. And right when we turned and walk off, I was like, Morgan, that's awkward because he's not here.
He was playing in the small middle stage, like the satellite stage.
Yes. And instantly, he started playing and the lights came on him. And I was like, oh, phew, I was getting nervous because I was like, well, that's awkward.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, the guy I know is not big enough to play that yet.
Right.
But that makes sense.
But, last year, Post Malone and Blake Shelton were debuting their song together, and they did it out in that.
For the TV show purposes.
But for those fans out there, that was probably really, really cool because they had no idea that Blake Shelton and Post Malone would be way out there. So I thought that's just a memory I had.
Cool. Thanks for
Thank
sharing
you,
that memory.
Amy.
Yeah. Hey, we appreciate that vulnerability, that memory share.
That was good.
Flashback.
Sometimes things just pop into my head,
She's trying to justify that for the people last night in the past. What else? Morgan, did you do any other CMA stuff? I felt like you were doing more. Were you in the daytime doing stuff after the show?
I'm doing Riverfront on Saturday.
Are you doing it for 5 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'd quit this job before I did that.
No,
This whole
I love
job.
it. I don't know. I love it. I think
For 5 hours. It's just too hot. This is I think of CMA Fest, by the way, everybody, because this affects very little. So hopefully us talking about it, you don't care except the entertaining parts of it around it. It's summertime once CMA hits, and it's just hot as crap. And you're on pavement. And I associate it with burning, sunburned and hot and sweaty and having to be out there.
Well, and I feel for all the people who are actually out there sitting. I get to go and hang out in the little tents in between the things. So at least I'm not totally outside. But I don't know. I just love it. I was telling Eddie, I just like being around all the music. It's fun for me.
I saw Eddie last night doing actual voice announcements, not going out on stage and being like, hey, everybody, it's Eddie from the Bobby Bones Show. He's standing in a mic going, don't forget to put your coolers away whenever you... And I thought that was pretty interesting.
I had never done that before. I was, they call it the voice of God.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm going to be the voice of God. So, dude, it was awesome. I was just telling people to post their pictures to their Instagram and tag whatever, the sponsor. And it was pretty cool.
I thought you sounded pretty good. I thought you sounded better than you would, considering your
What was
normal
that?
talking voice is kind of nasally. It didn't feel very nasally.
Well,
It didn't feel very nasally while you were doing that. You were doing a good job.
if they tell me be voice of God, I'm not going to go all right, guys, get on your Instagrams. And,
Wait,
no.
did you just switch to an impression, or did you just keep talking
Well,
the
I
same
figured
way?
that's what you guys
You were
think I
talking the
sound
same
like.
I never heard you change
Yeah,
that.
you never changed.
It's not funny, man. So I deepened it and I was like, get ready.
Yeah, no, it sounded good. I'm telling you. I was impressed.
Thank you, man.
I think behind Ray, I think you might be the second best person at doing the
Oh,
announcing.
here we go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen myself
You
as that. but-
enunciated. You had good energy. You were loud.
Yeah.
Wasn't too aggressive. I think in order Ray, then you, then Lunchbox, then me. I'm terrible at it.
Why? But this is you're the best at this.
But this is not having a big voice. Had I had a good voice, I would not have been this successful because I'd have been a DJ. And I'd have capped out somewhere in the DJ world and been like, coming in number 17 this week. I tried that. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I was not good at it. But I thought it was good. Good job.
Thank you, man. I did do announcements too. I did both. But they stuck me at the voice of God,
Dang,
which is cool.
J-Lo.
Yeah, man, a little bit of both. I brought out the color guard. That's what I did. Everyone remove your hats, please, and remain standing for the color guard.
And
The
then
flyover was awesome.
that's what that was.
Yes.
It scared us at our
Yes.
house. I got to tell my wife because we thought someone was crashing into our house.
No, they
Yeah.
were
timing
part of
was
the,
perfect.
Yeah, the national anthem.
Hey, that plane that we thought was about to crash into our house was the flyover for Nissan Stadium. Because we heard it so loud.
Yeah, in formation.
That-
There was two of them, right?
Whatever it was, it sounded like it was going
Or
to
more.
crash. And my wife was in the bedroom, and I was feeding the dogs because it was 7 or something. I'm not sure exactly what time
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. No, that was it.
And she called from the bedroom. She goes, is there a plane crashing in? And I looked out, and I saw the very back end of a fighter jet. And I was like, I wonder if they're practicing. That's it.
It's so funny though because I think it was 2 years ago now when we called for the color guard and then to do the flyover. A Southwest plane is what flew over. And the actual flyover was like a minute delayed, so it was so awkward because like the flyover was just southwest, and everybody thought that was the flyover.
They're like, and the rockets, right? The Southwest, like,
It's so awkward.
Any moment from last night, Amy, that sticks out?
Well, I mean, gosh, that flyover part. Everybody got goosebumps. Like, I don't know that I remember. Apparently that happens every year, but I'm like, does it? Because
You remember Post Malone and Blake Shelton on a tiny stage for 3.5 minutes, yet every year you don't remember the flyover.
well, I don't know what was so impactful. I can't remember her name that sang the national anthem, but it
was
was
so good.
so good. So maybe it was the combo of like the beautiful national anthem and then the timing was so perfect.
know
I'm
who it was?
gonna get her name.
Okay, Michelle.
Not familiar with her work. I imagine she's pretty good.
She was
yeah,
so
her voice
good.
is amazing.
I mean, I saw her afterwards, like even like 10 minutes later, I just happened to run into her and I was like, oh my gosh, like you were amazing. And she was like, I love your outfit. I was like, thank you.
I saw all the Nashville people back together
Yeah,
Yes,
they were
it was
playing
so
with
that was
Chip.
cool.
from the TV show.
And they're going to go on a little tour together next year.
I used to
or-
love that show.
I don't know when.
When it was on ABC, I loved it. Didn't watch it much on CMT because the storylines had gotten all weird. But was Connie Britton out there?
I didn't see her.
No.
Didn't see her.
No.
Okay.
Just the singers.
Peloti.
But she was a singer on the show because she used to be a singer. That was her whole
She
career.
was Raina James.
Yeah.
But then something happened.
That is right. She sure was.
Yeah.
Morgan.
It's like been like 20 years.
I don't know that it's been that long.
It's been a long time.
And maybe it has been 20 though
It's been
since
a
the
long
first
time.
episode.
I wouldn't.
I don't
It's
know.
not been 20
I
because
wouldn't say anything.
At least
No,
10. At least 10.
At least 10. When did Nashville debut?
2012.
At least 10.
It was
Okay.
right before we
So-
moved here.
Oh,
15
but it didn't
years?
end more than 10 years ago.
I don't know. I just asked when it debuted. Yeah. So I literally I don't care.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I wondered
No, I
if
didn't
she
see
was
Connie.
there. I like it. That's fun. The difficult part about that show and their music is nobody knows the songs because it's not like those songs became hits.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, oh, the guys from Nashville. I used to love the show. Act out some scenes. You're gonna sing songs. I don't know any of the songs, and all my friends wrote all those songs for that show. But it's like play a song.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. Nope, that one either.
Another standout moment, I definitely tried to when Ella Langley went out and sang a song with Riley Green, but not the one they sing together. It was like they were sitting on stools. They did sing that one, but then this is later.
Can you imagine they didn't do their
Oh.
songs together?
No. They did it. But then they were sitting on stools, and it was a slower song of his.
They did another song together.
Yeah.
I think he has another collab with
She-
somebody.
Oh,
She
so but
sang-
it wasn't her. She sang the part.
Right.
Yes.
Hey,
So
good
she
for
went
them for
out-
getting along now and like
Yes.
fighting through it.
And so that is something I was paying attention to. And then when they got up and she was leaving the stage and he was like, Ella Langley, everybody. I was like, what's going to happen?
I bet
What's
it's
gonna
a
happen?
little warmer now because they notice people are watching every move.
And they hugged.
Yeah,
it
good.
seemed, it wasn't like awkward or weird or quick and seemed genuine. And then she came off stage. But I was like, that's something that was a moment where I was like, how are they going to end this?
That's good.
It seemed good.
Thanks for sharing that memory too.
It's a good memory right
Good
there.
memory.
That memory we like.
That is a good memory.
That's a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, Brooks and Dunn. I got to watch Brooks and Dunn.
They were last night.
So good. So they
They're
had
still so good.
Lainey Wilson come out for their collab, and they also had Marcus King come out. But the funniest part, I got a video of it, was Ronnie Dunn was like, I've been seen all over TikTok. I really need to stay off TikTok, but they say I'm dying. And then he proceeds to sing the part of Neon Moon. He's like, I guess not.
Yeah, when he got sick and he had to leave the stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not dying. We're supposed to go to dinner Tuesday this week. We didn't go for another reason, but he's not dying.
He sounded amazing. He sounds
Yeah,
incredible.
he's awesome. Yeah. I think Ronnie and I text. He's my friend for sure, but I think my wife and his wife are closer than Ronnie and I are, and Ronnie and I are as close as two dudes are gonna be. Dudes just don't message for no reason.
Right.
Dudes like need a reason to message because that's we've been taught don't get too close, you'll burn your hand. Or maybe that's about stoves. I don't remember which
I
one's
think
which.
that's the stove.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. I get them confused. But yeah, so Ronnie and I text on like, hey, what's up? Here's a reason I'm texting. That's how guys do generally. My wife and his wife, they're just like chit chat about crap. And so we were going to dinner Tuesday, and for some reason it got canceled. I don't remember.
He's dying.
He's not. That's my point. He's not. I hope not.
No, he did great
Oh,
last
no.
night.
Okay,
so
good.
he's
Yeah.
Good. Okay, anything else? Lunchbox, any memory from last night?
Yeah,
I saw Darius Rucker getting out of his bus. That was pretty cool. Just normal.
Did you get a video? Last time you did that, 1 million views. It was Peyton Manning.
No, because I was driving and I I was like, there was a bunch of people, and then I was like, Darius was getting in the golf cart, and before I could get the phone up, he was already zooming off in the golf cart.
Dang, if you got that on TikTok.
I know.
That's like your
man.
biggest video ever.
That'd have been huge.
You recording Peyton Manning walking off the bus.
I know. That's crazy. But yeah, maybe that I was underutilized, but besides that, no.
Go ahead.
I mean, I went there, and all I did was get on stage and say, hey, see these cameras around here? They're going to be filming you for an ABC special. That was my whole thing.
He was kind of hurt because
You didn't do a whole group thing?
we did, but so this is what kind of hurt his feelings a little bit. So they said, you guys are going out as a group. We're going to say the Bobby Bones show's coming out, and it's going to start with Amy, and then it's going to say Eddie from the Bobby Bones show, and then it's going to say Morgan from the Bobby Bones show, and then it's going to say Lunchbox.
You got put fourth.
Yeah.
I could understand anywhere from second
No, second. That's
or
it.
third. I can understand third. You and Eddie are pretty interchangeable.
I
But
doubt
fourth,
this
I
week.
don't think.
Eddie is
Like, no offense to you, Morgan.
Yeah, hey.
You're doing your job a lot of the times. You're not on. You know.
No, but it doesn't bother me either way. I'm just happy to be there.
I'm surprised they put you fourth. That kind of sucks.
I was like, who wrote the script? And I need to talk to him.
He did say, like, is this order right? This order's
And then
not right.
Rick goes,
That's
you
funny.
can't talk to them.
Yeah.
You can't talk to who?
Whoever
He
wrote
wanted
the
to talk
script.
to who wrote the script.
You wanted to talk to who wrote the
He
script,
did. He
said-
did.
but nobody notices. You could have been like you're the headliner, last to go. You could have been like you're the sandwich. There are
You
many
save me-
ways.
You save me for the end. You get the biggest
There are
applause.
many
It
ways
was
that
so
you could- yes.
fast. Like it didn't.
So walk me through
It just was like
the fact that you wanted to talk to the script writer is hilarious. Go ahead, walk me through what happened.
So we were standing on the stage, and I mean, they act like it's rocket scientists.
Science.
And they are freaking out about like, oh my gosh, you got to get in order. You got to get in order. When they call your name, you got to be in order. You got to be in order. And we're like, got it. All right, what order do you want us in? Amy, I think it was then Eddie. I don't know. Then Morgan was
But
that
you
right?
do know.
Yeah.
No, I really don't know if it was Eddie or Morgan second,
No, it
third.
was Amy,
You know
Eddie,
what it
me.
was.
You know what it was.
I
Anyway, go
literally
ahead.
don't.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, wait, is this the right order? And they're like, yeah, this is what it says on the script. And I said, I need to talk to the script writer.
Were you serious?
Yeah, and Rick goes, no, you can't.
Well, that's probably a weird job for a scriptwriter to be called in because somebody doing a throwaway stage announcement to them, not to us because we like to be put in front of that many people, but they're just writing some goofy thing for some people they're never going to meet, wants to have a talk with them. It's like the third cook, not even the chef. There's a chef and the cook's under. Somebody wants to have a talk with that third cook. Like, wait, what? Why? What did I do? This person would be like, why are they talking to me? It wasn't like the TV writers. It was like
Yeah, the intern.
the writers for the people who come out between acts.
Yeah.
What would you have said? I'm the person. Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, like obviously you don't know our show, and maybe next time you should do some research. But like,
You would say next time do some research, like you would.
yeah, like the hierarchy, you should kind of know it.
The what?
Hierarchy.
Excuse me.
Hierarchy.
Spell hierarchy.
HIERCH.
Okay, so the hierarchy. Got it.
Oh, whatever.
No, just making sure.
And it's not the same thing.
Hierarchy sounds like somebody from my home state that smoked a little weed.
Oh, a hierarchy.
A hierarchy.
What did you call it?
A hierarchy.
A hierarchy?
HIER. Yeah, higher. Yeah. No, just trying to help for next time.
Got it.
Like you're trying to help for next time.
Yeah,
like you're saying.
I should do my research.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just say, hey, you should kind of know like the flow of the show and who's important, who's not. And
Well, that feels rude. I think Morgan's very important. But
well, I'm
go
not saying
ahead.
she's not important, but of the four, she was the least like she should have been in the back of the line.
Okay.
I also participate in a lot of CMA Fest activities.
And she's the one that does, if there's an event to go to, she goes to it. She even flies across the country to go to stuff.
Yeah. Great. I don't know what things she flew across the country to go to, but
Thomas Rhett
Texas.
in Texas.
Yeah.
yeah, I went to Texas too.
But not for that. They didn't fly you down to an event in Texas. Like the company didn't pay you to go down there.
I don't know what event you're talking about.
Exactly, because they don't pay you to do it. They
I mean,
pay her to
Lunchbox
do
has
it.
done Four Bears Casino.
Yep.
Yeah, he did that.
He won on the slot machine,
I did win on the slot machine while
which
I was
is
there.
crazy. Which is crazy. He goes, he's working, and he hits a slot machine.
I won like $1,600.
That's
on that.
crazy. I've
Yeah.
never hit anything like that. He walks into Four Bears and it's like, ching, ching. Okay, so you're upset though.
Yeah, I mean, and then it was just like, all right, so what do I do next? After I did my little thing at the beginning before this, the first artist even came on. Like, no, you're done for the night. And I'm like,
Wait, I'm confused. But did you not go out with all four people?
He did, but that was it.
that was it. That was the
but
end
Eddie
of the
was
thing.
done after that too.
But Eddie, did you do stuff before that?
I did the
It-
voice of God
yeah,
before
it
that.
was.
How did you get the
It
voice of
wasn't-
God job and not? I'm just going to say you for the example here, and not Lunchbox.
Honestly, man, I was just standing there. I was drinking a glass of wine, and they come up to me like, "Here, you're gonna be the voice of God." I'm like,
Oh,
you
so
got
right
it.
place, right time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they just gave me the script. And
I
said,
think
cool.
so, because that's what happened to me last year. I did it. And they just hand it to you. I think they sort of divvy stuff up there in the moment. You know, we have to get there early and we all stand in a circle and they're like, hey, who wants do y'all want to get out of here early? Do you want to be here late? Because some people have to stay till the very end if they're introing, a later group. So I think they just divvy it up, and yeah, Eddie did great, but he was literally done around the same time as Lunchbox, and I feel like Lunchbox felt like, oh, why am I?
It was cool. I mean, I'm glad I went all the way out there for that.
What did you do?
But it was
what was on your card?
I did the same thing with them, and then Morgan and I had our when I outroed Riley Green, and then the thing is,
had
you
dedicated things. You and Morgan had things that were dedicated to you guys that you were to do.
Well, I think it got divvied up to us. Like,
but he got no divvies.
Right.
I wonder why. I wonder who did the divvying.
Was he not there for the
same
divvy?
people. Scriptwriter.
Where
Abby,
where were
do
you
know
during the
anything
divvy?
Do you know anything about this? About who got to do what at CMA Fest?
No. I
Okay.
mean, I was there and
Abby
I saw
was a
them.
fan.
But
I know I saw her Instagram where
Yeah.
she took a picture and posted it. What did you see from, bird's eye view?
I mean, I did wonder why halfway, Lunchbox wasn't there anymore. It was just Amy and Morgan.
Well, Eddie
I was like,
left
where'd he
too.
go? Well, wasn't he voice of God, though? Or just at the beginning?
Just at the beginning.
Oh,
Abby, did you know that was me when you heard the voice of God?
I honestly didn't.
Did you think?
I just found out.
Like it was so good when it was so good it sounded normal.
Yeah.
It was so anti-nasally, you had no idea.
Yeah, I really didn't. I thought that was the voice of God.
Well, I'm sorry they didn't value you.
That's all right, man. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
so
because y'all
that's
are.
it.
Abby's good. You're good. Like they have a good stage presence, both of them. Like they have a lot of energy.
I don't know if this had anything to do with it. Maybe not. But
I have a feeling
Oh gosh,
someone's going to be
say?
triggered just by
No.
the tone of your voice.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
No. They just said be there at 6, and I got there at 6, and no one else was there.
Wrong. I was there before you.
Where were you?
I was also there.
I was
before
there
you.
before you,
They
so
said
you
that.
lied.
Dinner.
They said you're
Did
the
you
only
go to
one
dinner?
there.
Yeah, we
no,
went to
No,
dinner.
I didn't do
Exactly. You
dinner.
didn't go to dinner.
They told me, "Where's the rest of your
Yeah.
crew?" And I said, "I don't know. You
Oh
guys
my
said be
gosh.
at the green room at 6."
So you're the only one at the green room. At
Wrong.
No, they said
Wrong,
green room
wrong.
6:30.
They said green room 6:30, dinner before
This is when
that.
Eddie doesn't pay attention to group
yeah,
chats.
Exactly.
and then they said, "Well, some people didn't get their credentials." the
So
way
you
we
got
told
there
them.
half hour early.
Yeah,
Accidentally.
I guess that's why I was the voice of God.
No.
Who didn't get their credentials?
You want me to say?
Yeah, I do.
It was you, Amy.
No, I did.
Yeah, because they said get it early during the day, and then
No, I'm not going by there during the day. That's not happening.
But again, that's what they said.
But it doesn't need to happen. How I did it was totally just fine.
Here we go.
I
Here we
didn't
go. Let's
see-
go. Let's go, Beyonce.
Eddie,
Let's go,
Eddie,
Beyonce.
you went by that trailer during
1
the day.
1 o'clock after work.
I'm just not gonna do
Amy,
that.
You did?
Amy, I
Yeah.
after I did it, I was like, I should have just picked it up when I was coming to the
Yeah.
festival because it was a waste of time for me to drive down there, sit in traffic, battle
Right
everything.
down the road.
Oh, yeah,
No, but there's CMA traffic. So
Not
it
for
took-
me. That's opposite of where I. No.
And so then you go in the trailer, and it's like the trailer is right outside the stadium. And I'm like, I should have just done this when I'm getting here. That's
what I did.
Walk in, get it, and it would have taken me 5 minutes.
It was-
Maybe that's why you got to do extra though.
Okay, no,
Because
but
you did it according to what they asked. I'm not saying that was.
No, I did it according to how they asked to, and I
He
was there
did-
early.
he
That's a good
did
point. That's a good
exactly.
point.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
the
a good
one
point.
that took the liberty to do it the way that made the most sense.
That's not a liberty. That's just you not doing what they asked.
No, that's just me being efficient with time, and I didn't get penalized for it.
You didn't. You got rewarded for it. You got an extra bit.
I wasn't late.
Yeah, we were all early. I mean, I was in there eating dinner.
I was on where I was supposed to be on time, and I was efficient.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, like they didn't care when I picked it up. It didn't matter.
So why would they say get it at 1?
I have no idea.
In case there was an issue later, and
I think that was more.
Just for
it's
safety?
this year, it's changed how the credential stuff is.
Yeah, I guess because it was new, but it's still. CMA, they got it down. Like they had there was a system. It was great. Everything's electronic now. You beep in and out everywhere you go. Like there's a little QR thing, and it's advanced.
Yeah, technology was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was.
so you spent how many hours from traveling there, going in before you got? How many hours did you totally put in last night, Lunchbox?
Well, do you count going to pick up the credential?
All.
3 hours,
And then your total output was?
13 seconds.
That's about right. That's accurate.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm not sure I needed to be there.
Would you have rather not done it?
Yeah,
Would you rather stayed home?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like a big.
Well, I even said when he was leaving, I said, "Hey, do you want some of my script? Like, do you want to go do this?"
Can you give him charity script? Oh, that's the worst script
well,
to get
I
charity
just
script.
said like we
Yeah.
can
Oh, no.
do this.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do
You
charity.
insulted him with charity script.
I wasn't trying to insult. I was trying to include.
Mm.
And he said, "Nah, I'm just gonna go." And then I was like, well, okay.
I jumped on a golf cart and they drove me right to the vehicle. That's pretty cool. When
Oh,
they drop you
That's pretty
right of your
cool.
car,
That's-
man, that was
oh, I-
awesome.
VIP
Y'all
style.
I walked.
Yeah. And then the girl that drove me to my car, she was like, "Oh my gosh, do you have any advice for me? I'm trying to get in the music business." I'm like, "I've never been asked that. Like, I got no advice for you."
Just say, don't give up. That's universally the best advice for anybody
Just
anywhere.
keep doing it.
Just, hey, just don't give up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm the wrong person to ask that.
You didn't give her
'cause
any advice.
I said, you know what? Just what you're doing here, volunteering at CMA Fest, meeting people, that's great. Do that. That'll get you in.
But she's
somewhere.
already doing that.
That was her first year, though.
Got
doing
it.
So
Yeah,
I said,
but
this is
she's
a good
doing it.
start.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
And don't give up.
And don't give
Follow
up.
your dreams.
Two things. One, I met some guy, I think his name was Scott.
Okay.
Borchetta.
No, I did talk to him, though.
Scott or Braun.
He said he has a new outlook on life, too. That's a whole nother story. Different Scott, I think, from American Idol.
Go ahead. I don't.
CB.
Scotty McCreery.
No,
ABC.
like a behind-the-scenes guy.
Okay.
Like, was responsible
Scotty
for
Scheffler.
you being part of. He was mentioned Tom. He's got a good
Scott
relationship
Thompson.
with Tom Lord.
No.
He's lives in L.A. No,
You don't even know his name is Scott, and you're
You're
asking
right.
me if I know, who it is.
I'm sorry.
I know.
That is not fair of me.
Because you're leaning on me to go
we
like,
start
help me, and I
talking-
can't help you.
No,
Go-
I'm not. I
So
don't-
just start over.
I don't need your help. I
Just
met a
start
guy.
over 'cause I'm confused.
We'll
Go
just
ahead.
say,
Okay.
forget what his name was. I met a guy from LA that worked with you on Idol
In what capacity?
must have been part of bringing you on as a mentor.
So,
like worked
as an
with
executive-
Tom Lord. Yes, seemed to be part of
Oh,
that.
Scott Igo.
Scott. There you go. See, I'm so proud of myself
Scott
for
Igo.
remembering
Yeah,
his
yeah.
first name. Yeah. So he came up and he said, "Hey, are you Amy?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, I thought that was you. I worked with Bobby on Idol
And Dancing with the Stars.
and Dancing with the
anything
Stars,
ABC.
which that's what I'm leading to."
Yeah.
So then he said, with Dancing with the Stars and Bobby,
With what?
Dancing with the Stars,
Got it. That was a new version.
and
Yeah, you said-
Bobby,
Dancing the Stars.
The Death Stars.
he said that
I have to do that if I say hierarchy. I have to make fun of
Thank
Amy
you.
too, just to show there's no
But
favoritism.
I said Dancing with the Stars.
You did
said
not. You
Dancing
said
with the
Dancing the Stars, and I shouldn't have stopped you. But if I'm going to pick on him, I have to pick on you,
Right,
and
right,
you
right.
guys can pick
and
on
I
me.
can take it.
But
Okay.
now we'll move on.
So with Dancing with the Stars, by episode 3, they knew you were going to win.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, they don't tell you.
Well, they didn't know for sure, but what data was telling them by the way our listeners were voting, it seemed impossible for you to lose. And to know that because you were he said he was the worst dancer. And to know that.
We could have left that part out.
I don't think you were the worst dancer.
I mean, but we
Well,
did
but
that even need to be said?
No,
Okay,
it didn't.
sorry.
Didn't.
But you know that, no, I think that speaks volumes to how hard you worked.
I also don't think I was the absolute
Well, I don't know
worst.
that
so
he
either.
said, don't quote him on that. He said,
You quoted him on that. I
Yeah,
didn't quote him on that. I'm
you
just saying
put
what
his
you
quote
said
out
on the
there.
quote on that.
right. I retract.
Okay, go ahead.
Straight there from the record.
Strike that. I would like to say, since I don't know that he said that exactly, I think he alluded to the fact that your dancing skills weren't that of previous winners.
Correct.
So I think they were sort of like, wow, this is crazy, the amount of votes that we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be a wild ride. But you obviously didn't know
No,
that was happening.
they told me months after the season was over because I ran into, as you call him, Scott,
Yes,
which is also his name.
Scotty.
No, not Scotty.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott. I ran into him somewhere. They can't tell you legally. I had no idea my whole term on that show. I thought I was just struggling to get by because I was struggling to get okay to decent scores. Like I was working, I'll say harder than anybody because I was also doing a job and I was renting studios by myself, paying my own money to go work out by myself longer than the allotted time that you legally could work out, right? So I felt like I was just getting by, but I was never in the bottom 3. But that didn't mean I thought I was in the top of any votes. And then after I win, months later, he said, "Hey, we can't tell you this while it's happening," but I think his exact words were, "You could have taken a dump on the floor in your final dance and still won the thing."
Oh.
I had no idea. But yeah, it was nice of him to even remember that. They're in their 20th year. They're 20. And I don't ever get invited to do stuff anymore because I think it was such a weird year for them for me to win because I kind of broke the system. Meaning they changed the rules after my season because people were getting kicked off that were good. And I'm like, oh, hey, everybody. So they make sure that they can save somebody now, which they didn't have all my year. I never get invited like to go to any of the.
Does he still work with them? He seemed to really like you.
He's there because I like Scott a lot. I don't know if he still works with that show.
Oh, me neither. I don't know. I just know he said he lives in LA, but he does.
Maybe we start a campaign on Dancing with Us, our social media
To get you back
Bring
on.
Bobby back.
Bring Bobby back. And that's the campaign.
Yeah, BBB. Bring Bobby back.
Love it.
That's like Better Business Bureau.
Well, you don't have to do just BBB, but bring. Well, and then Mr. Bobby Bones is BMB.
Yeah.
But bring.
We have to think about
Bring
this.
Bobby back and then hashtag me, Mr. Bobby Bones. But then what am I going to do? It's not even like I want to go and do anything.
Do they dance when they go back?
Yeah, don't.
Sometimes.
people
Maybe
like
they're
they
worried
do.
about that.
They're worried about you dancing.
that's
I'm
true.
worried about that if I'm being
That's a good
honest.
point.
Right.
I've not really danced one time other than like goofing around. I've never been invited back. I went back because when Lauren Elena was on her first episode after my win, and I went back and was like, hey, I'm coming. Can I have somewhere? And they sat me, but they've never been like, you're a past champion, come back. But I think it's because that was such a weird year for them where they had to change the rules because of, well, like you said, episode 3, they were like, what the heck is happening?
We saw Lauren Elena last night. She said she's 4 days past her due date.
Yeah, she's really
She's
pregnant.
stay
like,
home.
I
Oh
feel-
man.
She
yeah,
should stay
she
home.
was
She
like,
sing?
no, I just saw her backstage. I don't know.
She was just coming to hang out.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like, but good for her. I'm like, if I'm 4 days past my due date, I don't know
Yeah.
that I'm going to hang out in the hot.
How did you run into
He-
Scott Igo?
He was backstage. I was
think they
side
were
stage. I
filming.
was about to
Yeah,
go. Yeah,
the-
so he's here part of the.
I also was a host on that show, the CMA Fest show, which he produces
Yes.
as well.
I don't know. Morgan and I were about to go on stage, and he came up and said, "Are you Amy?"
Oh, that's cool.
And then I said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh, I thought so. I'll introduce myself. I worked with Bobby on da, da, da." And then that's when we got into a conversation. And then it ended abruptly when I was handed a microphone and told I had to go. But then, I mean, he's very kind and
Yeah, he's awesome.
complimentary of
He
you.
more than just work with me. Like he was a part of the reason, one of the big cogs that put me in those positions.
Yeah. So he's,
Amy
he said,
she met you.
he said, he came to our, remember when
Can we quote you on this? Whatever you're about to
No.
say.
Remember, I blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Go ahead.
I retracted. Remember when we did our live show at the Ryman?
Mm-hmm.
He said he was at that.
Probably was. He's in town for this every year because of the ABC connection.
But did we do that? Why did we do that? Was that during CMA?
Mhm, that's why we did it.
Oh.
They were like, will you please do your show? And I hate doing live shows because it never sounds the same on the air.
That was so fun though.
What do you mean your voice never sounds
Like
the
the
same?
listeners.
Well, you're playing to a crowd, not to the people listening. I don't. If it's a live podcast, I hate it. If it's a live radio show, I hate it because they're playing to a crowd. But I'm not everybody. There are people I'm assuming that like to hear that as well. I don't like it as a listener of a podcast. If it's like, because I like Bill Simmons, and if he's doing a live theater podcast, skip.
Well, he liked it. That was a long time ago.
Well, he was
too.
also in the crowd. And I
Oh,
think as a
true.
crowd watcher,
Yeah. But I was like, hey, good memory. Like he remembered. He was like, that's when I probably last saw you. So I just thought I recognized you and I wanted to come and say hi.
I got invited to host. I can't say what it is because I signed an NDA, but I got invited. It's not a TV show. I got invited to host a live thing, and they're not paying me anything. And they were just like, "Hey, would you mind doing it? It's not even here in town. I'm flying to do it." And I said, "Absolutely,
You're going to do it?
absolutely."
And you're not getting paid?
Nope.
That's, What would you do for not
Hey,
getting paid?
Yeah, what would
And
you
it's not a
do?
TV show.
What would it be?
Nope. Nope.
It has to be something like epic.
Something that you would
Wrestlers.
love. You would pay money to be there.
Right.
I said yes. It's a one-on-one. That's all I can say. And
A
I-
one-on-one
Oh.
game? You said it's not a game. Is it a game?
Oh.
I already forgot.
No, we do it on stage, one-on-one. Me and this.
What?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It's a one-on-one interview for this person, and they were like, "Hey, would you?"
Oh, well, yeah, then I
can't
can
say-
think of a lot of people
I
you'd
can't
say
say
yes
much
to.
more, but I said
Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "We'll pay for your flight. We're not gonna pay you, but we'll pay for your flight." I was like, "Dude, I'll just take care of it all. Don't worry about it. I'll just see you guys there."
Oh, that's cool.
I have an idea. I'm not
I,
gonna say it.
You
Though.
can't.
I bet you don't. There's no way you get it. I'm not gonna react to it either way, but you can say it.
I feel like it's your guy. He has a TV show.
I don't.
It's your favorite person.
Who's my guy?
The TV show host guy, Larry.
Larry,
David
Larry Davidson.
David Letterman? No.
That had David Letterman. He
That
has
would
a
be-
show, a
that'd be great.
Netflix show.
I'm not going to react to it.
I know, but I feel
that's
like-
my all-time hero that I've never met, and I'll react in this way. It's not him, but that would be the coolest. I would pay to do that, actually.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you would immediately just be like, yes.
I have a question.
But it's not a TV show.
It's not. It's not for anything on TV.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's
It's just a live experience for people in the crowd.
When is this going down?
No more. Can't do it. NDA. I signed an NDA.
Oh, my question has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
And I'm sure you can answer it. And I'm sure there's a good reason for this. But if they say, we'll pay for your flight and your hotel.
I don't want to have to go through the bureaucracy of having to go through people, book this, emails going back and forth. Well, then they got
Wait, what's the rest of Eddie's sentence, though? Because I don't know.
He's going, why wouldn't you take it?
Why wouldn't you take it? Like, why would you
I'll
say,
just
like,
pay
don't worry about it, I'll pay my own way?
I'll just pay the $350, fly back and forth Southwest, and write it off, which is about half, and not have to deal with all those layers. I don't want to deal with layers. I'll just see you there. You tell me a time to be there. I'll see you there, and I'll do it. That's
Wait,
why.
so sorry, I guess I'm confused. Did I miss, you did take them up on that, or you're paying it for
I'll just pay for
You'll
it.
just pay for it.
They said, we'll
Oh,
pay
okay,
for
now I
your flight
understand
and
your
your hotel.
question.
He's like, no, don't worry about it. I'll just pay my own way. And I'm like, that's very strange.
Yeah, that is.
It's not also because if I go, I'm also going to want to stay in a hotel that I want to stay in. I'm going to pick a flight that I want to fly.
Oh, you can't say, like.
Who knows? You have to go through like travel agents with companies, and it's just, for me, how financially, I'm very comfortable. I can pay for whatever.
Oh.
I don't want to have to deal with that.
I mean, it is baller. It's baller. I'd love to do that someday.
What, tell them, no, I got it.
No. Hey, don't worry about that. I'll get my own boat. I'll meet you on the island. Don't worry about it.
It's nothing like that.
But I'm just saying, that sounds cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I got that.
Hold on a
Don't worry
second.
about that.
I need to ask hold on. Is the
Oh.
Oh, I know. I would go.
So it's 3 syllables.
I would go interview.
hold on.
Oh.
Morgan.
He's not really.
Morgan.
It's not really.
Or is it?
You never know.
Were you talking about Kit Kat? Or Reese's?
Okay, I'm in.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I learned a new trick.
later.
What's
What?
your new trick?
Learned a new trick. Well, I've been studying.
A magic trick?
I've
Here
been
goes
studying
that
what?
guy.
Ooh, mind games.
Sure. I don't read minds. I don't think people can do that. Reading people. I learned a new trick. Amy, pick anybody. I don't care. I don't care who, of any of us here. Just so you know, it's not fixed. Pick-
Morgan.
Okay. Morgan. This is not going to be your number, but pick a number 1 through 100.
You want me to say it out loud? No.
Yeah, because it's not going to be your number.
Okay, 56.
Okay.
But now you're writing down something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the number? Because I can see right through your trick, man.
Would you walk over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, is this your number? 56. God, you know that.
No.
Oh, that's pretty amazing. Huh?
You're going to pick a different number? I have the number already in the page. Yeah, come over. You,
Here, get next
come
to him.
back here.
Get next to him.
You come back here. Pick a different number 1 through 100. Say it out loud.
Okay, 7.
Am I right?
Yeah.
What the?
I don't get it.
Thank you, Morgan.
Huh.
How'd you do that?
I'm telling you, I don't. I'm not acting like I'm a mind reader or anything. So there's nothing. There's no like supernatural skill or there's
Okay,
nothing.
I got you. So what is it?
Well, I mean, the number 7.
Right. If
Obviously.
it's not supernatural skill, what is it?
Is that because 5, 6, 7? Did she?
Oh, subconsciously, you
Did
just
she?
like.
Why'd I tell you that? Thank you. We'll be here all week.
Okay.
Do another one.
Oh, well, so remember I had 2 things.
I need to take a break real quick.
Well, the second's fast.
What? Go ahead.
Okay, first was I met that skunk guy. Second was you would have gone to pick up your credentials at 6 o'clock too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No, I wouldn't have. I'd had somebody get them for me at
Yes,
1.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then,
That's
but
what
say
would
you
have
didn't
happened.
have somebody get them for you at 1. You just be,
No, but I can't say that because I'm saying what I would have done. I would have had somebody pick them up for me at 1.
Yeah.
Or I would have said, hey, I don't feel like I'm going to be able to get there at 1. Is
Honestly,
it okay?
I
if
didn't see on there. We're supposed to go before.
Really? You're still holding on to that one, though. She wanted to
So
get
why
that
are
in
you
there.
defending it?
She wanted to point at me and be like,
because
you
I'm
would
also
do this.
like, why would they make us do that? But I get it, in case something went
Yeah.
wrong. But nothing went wrong, so yay.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, we'll take a break. Okay, so I want to play a couple voicemails because we debated if Amy spoiled a show called
Okay.
Nobody wants this.
Why Did You Grunt?
Because I'm like waiting for my punishment if I did spoil it.
You
Here-
think you did?
Here's a
I don't know.
voicemail. Go ahead. Number 1, please.
Good morning, everyone. This is Tracy from Washington State. I just wanted to call in about the spoiler. She absolutely did spoil it. It is a TV show, and she gave the ending. Like, literally gave the entire ending of the whole show
To what?
in her spoiler, so she absolutely deserves to be punished.
To what?
You realize she can't answer back because that's recorded.
I know, but tell me.
That's basically a memory, an audio memory. That recording.
Is this the show, the one that Morgan couldn't watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. I don't even know.
Here's the
I don't even
opposite.
remember the ending.
Ray, go ahead. Here's the other side of this.
Listen to part 1 at the end. Amy did not spoil Nobody Wants This. I think even back when season 1 came out was when Morgan was going through it with her ex-boyfriend. Mentioned this show at that time, and nobody had any issues with the whole synopsis. So no, she didn't spoil anything. Bye.
Yeah.
We took the first 10 callers and we let that decide.
Oh my gosh.
And 8 out of 10 said Amy spoiled it.
No, but I didn't. Because guys, I don't even remember the
Final
ending.
verdict. Yes, and she needs to be punished.
No, I don't even remember how it ends. Like, so how can I spoil it? Like, I'm just giving.
But you don't have
like,
to spoil it by giving away the full ending. You can say things that happen in episode
But
6.
everybody knows
I
that
don't
he
know
was a
anything.
rabbi and she wasn't
Oh, no.
Jewish.
Are you spoiling it again?
No.
double spoil.
Oh,
No.
Amy.
It wasn't what you said. There was something else you said.
What'd I say?
And I'm not repeating
Well,
it.
then just write it down.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Hey, don't spoil what she spoiled.
Yeah, don't. And don't let the camera see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll text it.
So
Text the group.
what would the punishment be?
Shave the head.
Wheel of punishment.
I love it.
Yeah.
Amy, it's like I tell my kids, like, this has to stop. Like-
Shut up,
like-
Eddie. Shut up.
This has to stop.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Amy reported somebody on Instagram, like told on them.
Yes, I did. And they know why because I showed it to
dude,
them.
dude,
and
dude.
Oh,
my
did it
gosh.
deserve it?
Dude, I saw Amy watching this. I'm like, Amy,
I
what
said,
are you looking
I
at?
wasn't watching it. I was showing y'all.
No, she was watching it by herself.
Tell everybody what it was.
Eddie, see, now he's lying.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Were
I
you
said,
watching it by yourself?
No, I was standing with them and I said, hey, guys, check this out.
Well,
Nah,
what
I
was
think
it?
she said that after we busted her. But go
No.
ahead.
That's true. Like we're like, Amy, you got a naked girl on your phone.
You
She's
look
like,
at
no,
naked
I-
girls?
No, I was showing them the Instagram of this account where she has clothes on and then it flickers really, really fast. And she doesn't have clothes on. Sort of like, picture if you were like flipping like a card game, like a cards.
It's
and
like
you-
Fight Club. Remember Fight Club?
Like beep, 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 beep. It's so fast, but like, a naked body, so you can't unsee it.
Okay.
And it's like clothes, naked, clothes, naked, clothes, naked. And I saw that on Instagram. So that's what I reported to Instagram. And then they wrote me back that they don't have an issue with that account. I went to the account. I can't find the video. This is something that showed up on my Explore. But when I went to the page, it wasn't doing that. But I screen recorded it because I needed proof that this is disgusting. And what if my kids were to see this is on Instagram. This is not okay.
But I think we're talking two different things here. One, you reported it. But two, why did you screen record it? Like, who were you going to show to prove?
I'm going to show. I sent another report to Instagram after they denied mine, and I'm fighting this. Like, there's no way. This is not okay. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how this account is doing it, but it's very disturbing, especially knowing that like our kids are on Instagram, because it's not like I have some profile that's like adult.
Your burner account.
Right.
Don't
This
you
is-
just click on a report user?
That's what she did, right?
I did report the
But-
user, and they wrote back. I'll tell you exactly what they wrote back to me.
They wrote back, boobs aren't bad, basically.
No. They said, our team has reviewed at Loctival's post. They found that it does not go against our community standards on nudity or sexual activity. They saw it. What would y'all say, guys?
I saw it.
Well, what's the nudity
Do you wanna
standard?
see
If
it?
there was no sexual activity.
It was nude.
But if she was, I'm not
Naked.
fighting for it or against it. I'm going to push back just a little.
Yes, go ahead.
I love pushing back, by the way. Even if I don't agree with me, sometimes I just like to push back. If she's by herself and she's not touching herself, I would say that's not sexual activity. But it doesn't mean the nudity part is not there.
They said, we understand this might be upsetting. Yes. If you want to see less of Ladki.Vale on Instagram, you can unfollow. I don't follow. You can mute or block them. Okay, fine.
Why is that in your For You then? What are you
if
even looking
you-
at that says that's For
nothing.
You?
No,
I
no,
don't
for yous are
know.
messed up right now, dude. Even my son told me that his
Yeah,
for
Eddie
you.
said his is full of
Mine's
women.
full of naked chicks too,
okay,
and
okay,
one Dallas
okay.
Cowboys. No,
All right,
I'm telling you,
okay.
I wouldn't tell you.
No.
I'm not looking at anything.
Not doing that.
And my son
Let
said
me look
his
at my-
is
okay.
another language.
Let me look at my For You then and see if they give me weird stuff.
Do you want me
I
to show
bet
you
you do.
mine? Do you want me to show you the video that I was showing them that they're acting like I was watching
so I've done
alone?
nothing on my For You. I'm just going to show you guys. This is my For You page, and I'm going to read through them. I'm not hiding anything.
Okay.
Number one is Wemby his reach versus Mark Williams, who plays for the Hornets. Like they're basketball players. Number 2 is Caitlin Butts, who sings "You Ain't Gotta Die to Be Dead to Me," and Riley Green's
Ella Langley.
Yes, a picture of those two. We have a guy doing Auburn football. We have a guy saying, "I hope Barry Bonds dies," who's mad about baseball. We have an old basketball player. We have casino. We have a gambling. We have 2 baby podcast videos of babies being the podcaster. There's no naked girl. Guys, I don't know what you guys are looking at, but I can tell you what I'm not.
It's weird.
Well, I'm not.
Eddie doesn't look at it either, though.
Let's do a second scroll to see if I have any naked girls.
Okay, let me go to my Explorer.
Savannah Bananas.
Who's she? Who is she?
It's the baseball team.
Oh, yeah.
The only even female that pops up in mine is Megan Maroney, and it's her page because I have country music on my page. There's a reason you guys are getting.
I don't even scroll on Instagram. Like, I really don't. Like, I TikTok.
It knows in your heart then what you want.
Well, I guess.
Not me. I don't want any part of whatever this was. And also in my Explore right now, there's no Lodvi Vale, but like it was like a random, I don't know. Like
You think
they
it was like
sneak
a body
it in
health,
there.
a body health thing, like boobs aren't bad.
No, it's like some foreign person. I want to be. They need to check on Lodvi. I don't know if she's okay.
I
Someone
understand
might be running
that
her account.
You don't want your kids to see nudity. I get that, but the sexual part, if she's by herself and she just, I don't know what she's doing, like Girls Gone Wild Flash.
They put it.
It's an
They
edit.
put it under nudity and sexual activity. Like I didn't write in sexual activity. Like I just said naked.
You understand what the video is?
Do you want to see the video?
I'm good.
You can see from here. Okay, you ready?
But I wonder why.
Don't put the camera on me.
I'm not.
I wonder why they said it. Go ahead.
Be ready. Okay.
I have the worst vision in America.
Follow?
And I said, nope, not now. See? Oh,
Is
you
she?
see it?
I just see something flashing, but is she naked in that?
When
The second one.
When it's flashing,
Oh, that's a
she's,
lot.
she's
a lot.
totally
Unless
nude.
it's like art, like this is naked body art. I don't know.
Yeah,
that
is it
that
like
does
a weight loss thing? Or?
That does look
Okay, Amy, pull it down.
a bit.
I know, but-
That's a bit aggressive. That's a bit aggressive. Because you also see like
I
her.
can't.
All of it.
Yeah, you see her bottom half
You
too.
see all of it. So also, it's so obvious.
Why'd you screen record that?
See, that's going to be
for
that's going to
evidence.
be suspect in court. Like, why would
You
they
ain't going to
have-
court 1, 2. You're going to be fed so many videos
That's
like
true.
that now since
No.
you recorded that one.
They're
on
like, you
Instagram.
screen recorded this? We'll give you a lot
Instagram
more.
knows
Hundred
I'm
more.
screening
Yes.
Instagram, but I screen record to attach it to my
Yeah,
complaint.
they don't know that.
Like, why would I screen recorded to? Because nobody would believe me. Y'all wouldn't believe me. Y'all would be like, okay, you saw a girl and like, or sure, and like, no, that's crazy
Have
to
you
me.
paused it on that point? Are you sure there's nothing?
Like,
Nothing what?
is it a shirt that looks
Right,
like they're
that's what
naked?
I'm asking.
Oh, that's interesting.
Did you pause it?
I haven't paused it.
Anyway, they said it didn't count.
Well, they haven't replied back to my latest last night.
She went back after they said it's fine. She said, no, I think you're missing it. So you replied twice? Like you complained twice?
Yeah, they said, if you think we made a mistake, you can request a review of this decision within 80 days. But we filed
Amy's
another
at the Supreme Court in 2 months.
For an Instagram post.
for this
Hey, fight for the
person.
kids.
Yes, like
I
this
agree.
is just not okay. Like I'm just like
Or
just
just say-
totally disturbed by it.
Or just like work on your own kids.
Yeah, or just say,
What do you
okay,
mean?
yeah,
What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
my,
Yeah.
And
Or
I mean,
they're
my
gonna,
son
they're gonna
doesn't
run
even-
into stuff like that sometimes. Be like,
And then what do you tell them?
oh
Just move.
sure.
Don't screen record that. I would tell them.
Use Amy as an example. Don't do what she did.
I know. I can't believe y'all think it's weird I screen recorded it for evidence.
We think it's weird you're looking for evidence. That's what it is. Like
But-
you're gonna take down the
but-
cartel or something.
But it's almost like if I just came to y'all with that, I don't know that you would believe me
You
that
just
she was
pull up,
fully
pull
naked.
up her post.
No, because if you go to the page, you don't see that post.
Did you go to the reels though, not just on her feed?
Oh, I think so. Log
I bet the post is still up.
No.
I would bet too.
She-
but if it's
I'll
not, you
show
may have got
you.
it taken down. It may have actually worked.
Success. And you still have a screen record of it.
Here, let's see. Let me show you because I know she's wearing that dress in one of the pictures.
But don't do the picture. Go to the reels, the
blue-
middle tab.
The blue dress. Look, I feel like she's look. Okay, this is the homepage. See?
Yeah.
Look, I'm concerned. She's
No,
sitting
no,
on
no.
a stool.
That's
Go
it
to
right there in the
reels.
middle. In the middle. That's it.
I know that's it, right? But watch.
Hold on. I'm getting off. Of it.
I swear I clicked this and it was not naked.
Go ahead.
See,
No,
That
Nothing.
looks like a picture.
Go
though.
next.
Nothing.
Go next.
nothing. It says full video link in bio. Fire flame tired emoji.
Do reels though. Oh, Amy, do reels, not pictures.
Oh, okay.
Like hit the middle
Okay,
of
but
those.
do you see how I was confused?
No.
But this is not confusing. Just
Like,
go to
what's
the
happening
no,
there?
go to the top. Go to the top.
Okay.
Hit the middle button of the three.
Oh, reels.
And they're gonna be like, for you not liking this girl, you're on her page a lot.
Okay, now do you see?
Oh, this one has 1.3 million views.
And you're one
And
of
that's
those.
the one. No, she's
Oh,
800,000 of those.
Okay, I'm gonna click on it. Don't put the
Go
camera
ahead.
on
Ah,
me.
you're good.
Nothing.
Did you play it? Because if it's a reel, it's got to be.
play it.
If it's a reel, it's got to
I'm
be a
playing
video.
it. Nothing's happening, guys.
They want you to click on the link. They teased you with the other one.
Yeah, but like, how did they do that? Where they made it to where it's
Did you
in your
look at all the reels? See, there's another one up.
No, I'm telling you, I did this.
So it's a
before
ghost
I-
reel.
It could be.
Maybe do it on your
What
phone.
is that though? See, but that's what I mean. That's why Instagram goes to their page and is like, we don't see anything wrong here because there's nothing wrong. But somehow they're backdooring naked
Interesting.
women.
Perfect terminology.
Like,
Love
this
that.
is not okay.
What else are you looking up over there? Type in backdooring.
Like, I'm concerned. Some of these girls look really young. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, but I know I'm getting older, so older girls look younger, but I don't like it.
All right. I want to play a couple of voicemails here. Let's go. Number 2, Ray, Matt from Washington.
Hey, Bobby, this is Matt. I wanted to try and sway you to pick the Denver Broncos as your team. I live in Washington State now, but I'm a avid Broncos fan, have been my whole life, and I followed them through all those Super Bowl losses. So, I'm a real fan, not a bandwagon jumper. Pick the Broncos. Love your show. Bye.
Appreciate that, Matt. Got it down to 4 teams.
But you don't want a listener to persuade you. You want the
I'll
team.
be persuaded by anything.
Oh.
You can recruit me in any way, give me reasons. I'm still open. My recruitment is open, except for I'm going to go to one of those 4 teams. I've made my final 4 list.
Let's see what I can buy you then.
I got another cool Cowboys hat in the mail yesterday because I tried to get a Cowboys hat when I did the switch, and that was the first one that came in.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
It wasn't a good one. I got a really good one yesterday, and it was too late for me to wear.
Did you bring it?
No. If I become a Cowboys fan, I'm going to wear it. If not, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Number 4, Ray.
I wouldn't have called to say that I was annoyed about the Amy being late bit and kind of being left hanging. It was definitely worth the wait to hear Amy explain her side and the reason. The payoff was so good.
Thank you. Really wasn't supposed to be a bit with a payoff. There are times we build something up like a home run derby or basketball shootout, and there's a bit we're leading up to it, and there's a payoff where can't you do it, can't you not do it? This was not that. This was just normal conversation, and Amy was late, only person to be late anything for the show in years, and then the reason she was late was because she wanted to drive by my house and honk and have my have my wife hear a honk.
No. I got distracted because that idea
Just too
popped into
busy
my head
complaining
while
to
driving.
Instagram.
It wasn't a premeditated, thing. It just was. I was in the moment.
It is crazy because I've driven by your house 3 times now and honked, and I don't think you've heard me.
No,
Have you?
Yeah, but have you said?
Please
Can
let me
you-
know
Yeah.
next time you do. I'll take a listen.
Well, no, I figured like you would text me and be like, "Did you just honk?"
But how would I know your honk specifically?
I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing though. I was on the
Quite
phone.
the experiment.
I was
Yeah.
on the
I mean,
phone.
Amy was onto something with this.
See?
Maybe if there's a certain tone, like honk, honk, I would know it's you.
Honk, honk.
I want to talk about divorce coaches because you can hire a divorce coach. Married couples looking to split up, they charge about $300 an hour. A divorce coach, not exactly an attorney, because I think they would
definitely not.
think they would say attorney. What do you think a divorce coach?
Yeah, I mean, I could see how that could be beneficial. I mean, I sought out advice from friends that had gotten divorced, and I feel like they were sort of coaching me in a way, and not in a legal sense, but like, hey, this is
Like a life coach type
what
thing?
you need to do. This is what worked for us. This is what didn't work for us. And I got, advice that way.
From the New York Post, couples are shelling out hundreds of dollars per hour for divorce coaches. Nowadays, 40 to 50% of people's first marriages end in divorce, according to the New York Times. And to make things even more real, reportedly every 42 seconds, a U.S. couple ends their marriage. So to these unhappy couples closing the chapter, people are hiring divorce coaches. According to this article, some of the services are helping clients parse out emotional reactions from information in their legal cases, working with attorneys to provide additional support to help strategize a plan for post-divorce life, not just for the divorce when the attorney then goes away because they're not doing anything legal. Divorce coach Renee Garcia takes steps further by helping divorcees with their well-being and eventually their dating lives. So she's like the follow-up. Her rates start at $1,600 an hour.
Oh, what? That's
Whoa.
insane. Oh my gosh.
You better be doing videos for me like that over there on Amy's Instagram.
So they're trying
for
to save your
$1,600 an hour.
marriage, or
No,
No,
Just help you
they're
get through
helping
it.
you navigate divorce. Like Ben and I had a couples therapist that helped us navigate we were working with them before when we were trying to work through stuff. And then once we made the decision not to, we still were using him for guidance on how to proceed.
And this
So in a
divorce
way-
coach is also doing, in the middle of divorce, when you're having these emotional things
Yeah.
thrown at you, having to decide to work with your mental part, not just what the attorney is doing, is just working with the legal part.
Yeah.
Right.
Like being a friend, quote.
see how that's
quote, unquote,
That's where
friend.
I'm saying, like, our couples therapist sort of played that role too. I mean, that's why I don't think it's a bad idea.
You need your own. You don't want to have one on both.
Well, would this
Right, like two
would
teams
this,
have their own
though-
coaches.
Would
Yeah.
this coach work
Yeah, Andy
with
Reid
just
doesn't
one?
coach the Eagles and the Chiefs. Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
you hire one for just one.
Okay, well, for us it was helpful. I mean, if there's kids involved, I don't know. It's not. Sometimes it's good to just have a third party there that can hear both of you. And you know, is not like going to take one of your side. If you're paying one person, they're going to likely sometimes side with you just because you're
But that's what I
paying
want.
them. No.
If I'm
you
paying somebody to
want-
be my own coach, I want them to help me and side with me and be my emotional
I know, but
support.
sometimes you may not be right, and you need to be
But that's okay. Somebody I pay on my side can tell me I'm not right.
okay.
I need to be my advocate if I'm
Yeah.
paying somebody.
No, I understand having an advocate, and your lawyer definitely will do that.
Like my wife is my advocate, but she tells me a lot of times I'm not right.
hmm
So I don't think an advocate means they tell you you're right all the time. They're not a yes man.
Yeah, I guess I would just. I don't mind. I'm just saying I didn't mind that we had a therapist and we both would present things
Yeah, I'm sure
to
that was
him
healthy.
and they could help us work through it. It wasn't a.
Unless the Ozark's that therapist.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But I'm not saying anything about that show.
Good job. Tiffany Gomez. Ring a bell?
Mm-mm.
How about crazy plane lady Tiffany Gomez?
Oh, sadly, there's been a lot of
Mhm.
people going crazy on a plane.
Remember the woman that went to the front of the flight and was like,
Is there
"That's
an
not
alien?
real. They're not real."
Who's not real?
Like saw their like the lizard face or whatever.
Oh,
Do you remember her? Super
I feel
famous.
like some sort of alien thing was popping in my head, but
She's known for her 2023 airplane meltdown. She was the one where she was like, "That MFer back there is not real."
She's talking about a person?
Yeah, said they like had lizard eyes. You would for sure remember it. She's like the most famous plane person ever.
She's
to,
hot.
to go crazy. Yeah, and then she came out and we were debating if it was really her or not. Because she went on TMZ after being in hiding for a while, and we're like, I don't think that's really her. Well, anyway, she's launching a new career on Passes, which is like OnlyFans, but they don't allow explicit content. But it's like unfiltered content about the personal life of somebody. So basically, it's OnlyFans without them taking the dress off,
I'll pass.
like your video.
so what do they do?
Just show you their life. They document their life. That's what she's doing now.
Cool.
I can't believe you don't remember her.
I mean, no, I remember what you're saying. Now
I think
that
you would
you've
remember what
said
she
it,
looked like too if I showed you.
But
But yeah. Anyway. All right, I think we're done. You guys good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, good.
Yeah, I'm good,
Any
man.
weekend plans, Amy?
pickleball tonight and dinner.
Whoa, you're getting on the pickleball train now? Whoa.
Well, it's like a
First
dub-
the glasses, now the
No.
pickleball.
No, my boyfriend already plays. He's
Left-handed.
played.
I see what's happening here.
No. We
You're
have
obsessed
a.
with me.
You're going to watch the Razorbacks
You're
play too this
obsessed with
weekend?
me. Go ahead. They do play tonight.
Okay. No, he already. No, we're doing like a double date thing, and then and I know Bobby plays golf, but I'm going to play golf too.
You're going to play golf too?
Let me guess, you're colorblind.
Oh, but I'm going.
You having trouble sleeping?
No, I sleep great.
Mm-hmm.
I
For
sleep
Are you
now.
really playing golf this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have clubs?
9 holes.
No, golf.
Yeah, I think they were playing golf.
Yeah, you get 18
Yeah,
holes.
not that I count.
No,
you're looking
no.
at.
I'm playing. I'm only going to do 9
Oh, you're-
Okay.
because I've not really ever done a full round. So I'm not doing. I told him I'm not doing 18. It's
Good
not
for
going to
you.
happen.
Good for you.
So I don't know.
It's just
But
like picking up those credentials. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
According to Amy.
that's what I said. It's not going to happen. But I have to get a collared shirt. So I need to go golf shopping for a collared shirt.
Yeah.
There are
Just like
golf stores.
Just like a polo shirt is
everywhere.
fine. Any kind of polo shirt. Do you have any kind of polo shirt at all?
I want it to be sleeveless.
Okay.
And white because I have a white skirt.
All right.
Cool, man.
Gotta
So what are you doing?
Look good, feel good.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Is it raining this weekend?
It's
I was
supposed to.
I was probably gonna play pickleball and golf.
Oh, really? 9 holes?
Shut up.
You know, I gotta get a shirt though. Thank you guys. We'll see you on Monday. Bye everybody.
Nope, wrong one.